WEFM. Bringing you the news 24 hours a day, 7 days per week, with a fresh approach. www.999wefm.com. WeFM News, online, on demand.
Good afternoon and welcome to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited.
Switch to a ready cash loan today. Bring your loan to us and get 25% off your interest rate. Get flexible payment terms, fast approval, and hassle-free service, so you can do all the important things you need with ease. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, job letter, and 2 references. Visit us in-store or apply online at www.shopcourts.com. Courts Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
Welcome back to WeFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene, the Everything Vinci Plus Expo is set for October 26th to 29th, and with the success of last year's expo, the organizers, Invest SVG, intend to put on an even bigger and more elaborate production. This year, the expo will be moved to the northern end of the E.T. Joshua Tarmac, a move that will allow for more businesses to be on display at this year's event. As well as excellent products and services from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Guyana's great products will also be on display. Invest SVG's CEO Glenn Beach said that he is happy about the inclusion of the plus aspect of the expo. Mr. Beach said this inclusion of Guyana means that there is an expansion taking place, an expansion that he says will see Vincentian products taken overseas to be showcased.
I'm happy with the plus part of Everything Vinci because it means we're expanding. It's not just about singing celebrities. We have other products to show from around the Caribbean, and the region is one of our most important aspects. And as we move forward, it means that we are going to be looking for the opportunity just take some of our producers overseas to show what we have.
That was Invest SVG's CEO Glenn Beach. First implemented in October 2017, the Everything Vinci Plus Expo is spearheaded by Invest SVG. The initiative fits in line with one of the investment agency's mandates of furthering export development within St. Vincent and the Grenadines, an essential component in the nation's overall economic growth. Minister of Agriculture, Forestry, Fisheries, Rural Transformation, Industry and Labor Suboto Caesar recently made an official visit to the Republic of China on Taiwan. During his one-day visit, he met with a number of high-level officials as well as made visits to a number of technical institutions. A news release from the Agriculture Ministry says that the minister's first visit was to the Taoyuan District Agricultural Research and Extension Station. The minister then made a courtesy visit to Ambassador Remus Lee Kuo-chen Wen-jin to the Deputy Minister of Taiwan's Ministry of Agriculture and Ambassador Charles Lee, Secretary General of Taiwan's International Cooperation and Development Fund, the ICDF. The release states that the Taiwan Technical Mission continues to work closely with the Ministry of Agriculture in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. This is SVG's Agriculture Minister's third official visit to the Republic of China on Taiwan. He left Taiwan on Wednesday, September 20th, to participate in the inaugural International Conference on Fishing Communities, the ICFC 2023, in South Korea. Still on the local scene, the East Caribbean Group of Companies ECGC is the official sponsor of the 2023 edition of the Miss SVG pageant. ECGC's regional category manager Sibongile de Riggs, during the launch event for ECGC's culinary cook-off, said that ECGC will be supporting the pageant in various ways, such as the sponsorship of the People's Choice Award and the swimsuit segment. We hear more from Ms. de Riggs.
We are official sponsors of the Miss SVG pageant 2023 and would also be supporting the pageant in a number of ways, including the sponsorship of the People's Choice Award, Our partnership also includes, for the first time, an official soundtrack for the Miss SVG pageant, which will be used during the swimwear segment.
That was the ECGC's regional category manager, Sibongile de Riggs. The first episode of the ECGC Culinary Cook-Off, which features the 9 contestants of the 2023 Miss SVG pageant, debuted on Wednesday night to glowing reviews. The cook-off sees the contestants split into 3 teams named after ECGC's specialty flours, teams rye, multigrain, and herb and garlic. On to news in the region. Guyana says it will spare no effort in defending its territory from Venezuela. The country's president, during his address at the UN General Assembly, said that Guyana will not take Venezuela's threats against their sovereignty lightly. He said that Venezuela continues to make illegal claims against Guyanese territory, even though the International Court of Justice, the ICJ, is currently hearing a case to determine the legality of the Geneva Agreement of 1966, which set the border of both states. According to Loop News, the latest attack on Guyana's sovereignty came in the form of a communique that was issued via the Venezuelan Foreign Affairs Ministry. Guyana's president expressed gratitude to the nation's international partners for the support given on their pursuit to end the conflict with Venezuela in a peaceful manner. The government of Grenada is moving to tighten the legislation against gun crimes. Grenada's Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell, amid an escalation in criminal activities on the island, signaled his intention to table legislation to deal with it. Speaking at a news conference on Tuesday, Prime Minister Mitchell said while crime in Grenada has been trending downwards, gun-related crimes in particular were increasing. He said following the ceremonial opening of the new parliamentary term next week that his government intends to file the necessary legislation before the Christmas break. Grenada's Prime Minister said in addition, the government has appointed a National Security Advisory Council and that it intends to have the council constituted with the first order of business that it will be mandated to do to carry out a series of national consultations which they hope to commence in October. On the international scene, Niger's ousted President Mohamed Bazoum is appealing to West African states ECOWAS to free him. Bazoum has been detained at his home with his wife and children since being overthrown by his presidential guard on July 26th. The coup-toppled president appealed to West African Bloc's court based in Abuja, the Nigerian capital, on September 18th, his lawyer stated. According to Al Jazeera, the lawsuit invokes his arbitrary arrest and a violation of freedom of movement. ECOWAS, which imposed sanctions against Niger, has warned that it could intervene militarily in Niger if diplomatic efforts to return Bazoum to power fail as a last resort. Niger's coup took place in a region racked by violence from armed groups following overthrows in neighboring Mali and Burkina Faso. Finally, in sports, Manchester United goalkeeper Andre Onana has placed the blame on himself for his team's loss to Bayern Munich. Onana, in an interview with TNT Sports, said that he let the team down and that they failed to get the desired result because of him. According to BBC Sport, Onana's error gifted Bayern a crucial lead that they quickly doubled after United had started in disciplined fashion. A flurry of goals followed, but United were always chasing and ultimately fell short, suffering a 4-3 loss. This has been WEFM's Midday News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 3 p.m. for WEFM's 3 p.m. News. WEFM's Midday News is brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited.
Switch to a ready cash loan today. Bring your loan to us and get 25% off your interest rate. Get flexible payment terms, fast approval, and hassle-free service, so you can do all the important things you need with ease. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, job letter, and 2 references. Visit us in-store or apply online at www.shopcourts.com. Courts Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
I was looking for a cough syrup, looking for a drug to help this pain here in my throat. I needed something fast to help me with my cold. Then I turned around and there you go. I went into a store.